Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Yes, I just woke up. Thank you for asking. Do I sound like it too? I bet I do. My morning voice is so rough. Anyway, welcome to the Movie Marquee Challenge for the end of September slash the reveal for October. I thought this would be my month to get back on track. Um, if you have never experienced the Movie Marquee Challenge before, let me explain what it is and then apologize that this is the episode you happen to find. Um, so basically, the Movie Marquee Challenge is a year-long challenge that's been going on between Samantha from Amethyst Craftworks, Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts, and myself, the Crochet Witch, Heather. um, and we're taking turns. We predetermined a number of movies at the beginning of the year. Hi, Maverick! We have a guest star, Maverick. Also known as my little baby, huh? Hi, you checking everything out? Um, we predetermined a number of movies at the beginning of the year. We are taking turns randomly drawing movies and showing you the movie poster. And from the movie poster, we are taking inspiration from the colors, from things on the poster, from whatever fancies us, basically, whatever we fancy. That's a better term. And we are creating something, different things. It's not the same thing per se. And we are inviting you guys, of course, to join along. My Facebook group, as always, is linked down below. And we would love to see whatever you happen to make from whatever we happen to pick. You could use your own movie if, like, say this month's movie just isn't hitting with you, or next month's movie just isn't hitting with you. You could use your own and draw inspiration from that. We just ask that you show us what movie poster it was that you drew your inspiration from. All of that being said, this was Samantha's month, and she picked Dark Waters. Dark Waters? Oh, please tell me I got the name of that right. I did tell you I just woke up, right? It's been a crazy weekend so far. I know I'm trying to get this out. I'm hopefully getting this done before work and getting it uploaded, because I'm trying to give you the day before so that you have, a few of you guys have asked for like an extra day for your colors and things like that. So I'm trying to do that. Dark Shadows. It was Dark Shadows. My brain, guys, my brain. Everything has been out of whack this month. More than I thought it would be. It has been chaos on an emotional level and chaos on the physical level. All of that being said, normally I bring you, so I just showed you the movie poster. It might possibly still be up right now. What I have been doing is tiles. All the information for these tiles, because I know I'll forget it, has been linked down below. It has been all year. But it was a crochet along from several years ago that was in several parts. I took the first couple parts, like a part and a half or so, and I made, when it ended up being a diamond is when I stopped it. I have been rectangling them off and getting tiles, basically, like rectangle tiles, to put into a blanket by the end of the year. I myself have been challenging myself to use like all my scraps and my one-of skeins, things like that on this, and not using anything other than that. And so far I have, which yay. And I realized just now I have never shown you the colors that I picked. So hopefully, once again, the poster is still up. And I'm going to show you the colors that I picked from my scraps. And then I will show you the unfinished product that I have. But first, no, not first. This is going to be a fun... Maverick, what are you doing? Get off there. one moment. I'm back. Maverick caused an avalanche of yarn. It wasn't that bad, but I didn't want it on the floor. There was a ball of yarn on the floor and a couple granny squares, and Maverick was checking them out, weren't you? Weren't you? I totally forgot what I was saying. So I believe I was about to show you the yarns that I had chosen, and go from there. Show you the hot mess that my tile is right now. It's not a hot mess. I mean, it's progressing. It just isn't finished. Like, it's usually at least a finished diamond, and I tell you I have to tile it off. I'm gonna tell you right now it's not done. Yeah, so I keep promising another video telling you why things have been at a dead stop at some points, and I will do that. I don't know if I will do that today. Maybe I'll do that for the first. I'm trying to put together some Vlogtober, you guys. We'll see. We'll see. I'm in a time crunch for figuring out details and such, but yeah. Anyway. Okay, so the colors that I have chosen for the movie that was chosen by the lovely Samantha. First of all, it had to be like jewel tones, right? It had to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but like that's where I zeroed in on, was jewel tony things. But the Johnny Depp character from the beginning, or from the main character, which is Johnny Depp. And I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, he's dressed obviously like black. He's very pale, as one would expect from vampire. So I started with your basic black and your basic white. Also just scraps. This was a Red Heart Super Saver. I think this is the last of my Red Heart Super Saver scrap. That big giant mess I untangled a while back of the Fozzie stuff that I never finished. I think that's this. And this is a Mainstays white. But I just went with those because of like his, like I said, his is it a tuxedo? His suit? His attire, and then his paleness, and there's also like a white shirt, I believe, too, if I'm remembering. Remember the poster is up for you guys, but it wasn't has not been fresh in my memory. So if I'm wrong about that, there is white in there, I know. And he's got like, he's not just dead white, he's got different shades of himself going on. So I added a gray to that. So these are kind of like for Johnny Depp's character, right? And this one is just one of my Red Heart with loves. And then Maverick, what are you doing? And then into more of the jewel tones. Now I had picked out this one, but I'm deciding I think not to use it because I also picked out this one. And yes, the two would go good together, but when you see what I've done with the black, it just, this one doesn't, it's not going to show up that well. So this one's out. This one is another Red Heart with Love, and it is, I think, just in the color purple. Mr. Maverick. Psst. Wait, small child, come here. Come here. Don't do that. So we have that. And then, there it is. There it is. The last two colors that I have is this red color, because there is red elsewhere, but what struck me is the thing, the pendant or the medallion that he's wearing, I believe. Man, I hope I'm not wrong, because I was going off memory basing this whole thing off that. But he's got a red piece, right? So red. And then basically the outskirts of the entire picture is fading into this like dark blue, like a twilight kind of looking. So I went with this dark blue, navy blue color. Now, what I have planned, actually, before I even get to that, that's where I was going before when I interrupted myself in the first place and then Maverick interrupted me. Yeah, I'm back on track a little bit now. Maverick, what are you doing over there? You can tell I didn't get his treat ready, right? Before I do that, let me show you. I did get something besides what I'm about to show you because I'm quite embarrassed that I didn't get finished. I did get something else done, which was 2 of my diamonds from previous months that I didn't get to border before I showed them to you. I have done. One of them is in the other room. I didn't grab that one, but this one I had just finished. And you may remember there are still ends to sew in, guys. I'm not gonna lie about that. There are still plenty of ends. You may remember my Star Wars one, where I did like, this was like R2-D2's colors with C-3PO, Chewbacca was the stark brown. We had like space and the sparkly, because this is a sparkle, Red Heart with sparkle. I got that cornered off, and so here's what the corners look like. Obviously it's not completely bordered and ready to sew together. That's what I was kind of hoping to do, was do all of those in the month of September and get it sewn together so I'm basically caught up. But that did not happen. Here is the colors. I did like R2-D2, C-3PO, and then Chewbacca here also. And put some colors for space, because this again is sparkly. I don't know how well you can see that, but there is a sparkle to the white. And yeah, I got that all cornered off. I got another one, like I said, all cornered off. And I got some ends sewn in, because some of them, like, if I don't do big bands of color, if I just do the one, one stripe per thing, one color per stripe per row, every end has, or every row has 2 ends to sew in. Like, this is already a hot mess for me because I love having them all done, right? I love having them all done and sewn in as I go, and I hate this, but some of them are, every single row has got 2, and I got some more of that sewn in. So I did accomplish things this month. It just wasn't to my full. I didn't expect the end of the month to fall apart the way that it did, to be quite honest. So that being said, I did get some things done, but what I've got so far done, I haven't even diamonded out. It's starting to take the diamond shape, but here's what I've done so far, you guys. Now, like I said, that red of his is kind of like the main idea for me. I know it wasn't lined in purple, but at that point I'd used so much red, I just wanted to start with the other colors. Oh, I'm very sorry. My computer just, I didn't even think that it was, that the volume was on. I had used so much red, I wanted to get started here, and I intend to, this is obviously Johnny Depp right in here. The whole thing is basically Johnny Depp's character is what it's going to end up being, right? The next color that I go to is probably going to be black. Where I stopped last night was because I was emotional and had no like Crochet in me at all last night. Like by the end of the night, I should say. I also had to come, because for my other ones, you'll notice there is like basically a flower worked in here, which I don't always do one color. I think I've done it in multiple colors before, or I've done where if I really want this flower, this color to extend down, like this is the row that coincided with it, right? So in this case, the blue did turn into the blue, and then this coincides with the bottom part of the flower. And then what did I do on this one? Oh, I see. This coincides with the bottom part of the flower, and this coincides with the top part of the flower. So in this case, I didn't switch colors, but I've been known to say I wanted all this to be black, do black for the outline for the main row, and then switch to blue here just to finish the flower, right? And that's what I was thinking about doing last night, but I just didn't have it in me last night to do really anything. I had no concentration whatsoever, like left in me at all. I was emotionally drained. It was bad last night by the time I got to this. So, because I was thinking, what I want to do with the main body of it to finish it off is mostly black. Like this was my accent of white with his face or his shirt with the shadows, you know, of the gray. And then I was going to continue on with black and splash in a little bit more color here and there. Like I had considered, and then the outside will be blue because the outside of the poster is blue. I know there are other characters, lots of other characters on the poster, but I'm saying it's like him and then fading into the jeweled colored blue, right? So that's what this is going to end up being. Hopefully you can at least squint and kind of envision where I'm going to be going with it. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks good so far. It's just that if I do black next, it'd be black reaching down onto black here. I don't want to throw in blue right here, but maybe it would be good to do like black and then change to blue and then let the blue kind of fade in so the flower is standing out against the other stuff in color. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I thought red might be the only splash here just to really emphasize this is that center thing right there. I don't know. I'm stuck at the moment, creatively, emotionally. But that's what I have so far. And I need to play catch up with this. And then I'm also getting this out, instead of catching up and then doing the video, and apologizing for being late, I wanted to get my last movie of the year revealed to you guys. Now, it's not the last movie of the year. Bella and Samantha both have picks, but so that'll be November and December. But for October, since I led the way, I believe, this year, yeah. What are you doing, Maverick? Get out of there. Hey. Psst, 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 psst. Baby. Baby. Hey. Get out of there. Thank you. I just saw what he was doing, little brat. Getting behind that vent thing again. Anyway, the last movie, so that we can have some semblance of this being a good-sized video and not running into like the half-hour mark like I tend to ramble. I didn't even pull out my cauldron. I just pulled this out because it is my last slip. It's my last one. Have you guys enjoyed this year, by the way, as much as last year? Just kind of curious, like, where we're at, if we continue. I definitely am picking a different project to do next year, if it continues into the next year. But that's something that us ladies need to be thinking about. And so we would like some feedback from you. I would like some feedback from you. Now that I've kept you long enough, hi, Maverick, are you interested in seeing what it is too? You can come up here. Do you want to come up here? Ah, you're caught. You're caught under my shawl. Do you want to come up here? Want to be part of the review? No? Okay. Well, anyway, now that I've definitely kept you long enough, my last movie. We're having Christmas on Halloween, you guys. It's Violent Night. You knew I had to put Violent Night in here somewhere, right? Because Gran Turismo wasn't out when I picked this, or when I started picking these movies, but Silent Night was, or Violent Night was. Silent Night. That's a different horror movie altogether, right? And this one's not horror, it's action. For those of you who know, you know. I'm so in love with this movie. It's my go-to Christmas movie now, thanks to my man, David Harbour. Let me show you the poster for it, though, since we're basically into the 19-minute mark here. I'm really sorry, you guys. Here's the poster for it. So, without it being in front of me, but, you know, there's going to be a similar theme to my current month, right? There's no purple, but there'll be some red. I'm going to have to get creative with it. But there is some red. There is some, there is blue in it. There's white and black, and there's like a flesh color, grays. I'm trying to think from memory what all's in it. I'm sure there's probably a couple different reds, and there's probably several different shades of gray. Not the most colorful, but for a Christmas one, I mean, it's not red and green at least. Anyway, All right, you guys, I'm gonna go so I can hopefully get this uploaded before work, and I will talk to you soon. All right. I hope you're enjoying the movie Marquee. Like I said, let me know. I endeavor, if I do it again next year, if we do it again, I endeavor to not fall behind the way that I have and have to apologize every month. But yeah, I'm gonna get my life back on track, you guys. I am. All right. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.